Hi, good morning. Thank you for joining us for Jay's Yoga in Bed. We're going to do things a little differently today. Hope that works out. And I hope you like it. I was thinking that it would be good to just do the same poses over and over and really work on getting that lower back, hips, and then the joints loosened up. So we're going to start with our breathing, of course. Focus nice and low, slow breathing. Just to the diaphragm first. Remembering that we want to just try to put all of our attention on our bodies and on this time that we're sharing. Sorry, thought it wasn't recording. Okay. Now we're going to transition bottom first, then top. Hold and nice long exhale. Remember, as we're moving today, move with your own breath. We're initiating the poses on the inhale, and then we're falling into the poses on the exhale as much as possible. A couple more, breathing in peace and breathing out calm. So grateful for our time today, and remembering that we are practicing yoga, and we're going to do what our bodies say. We need to listen to them. If something hurts, don't keep doing it. Go back and then start the pose again, doing just as much as your body feels comfortable today. And when we're ready, we're going to place our hands by our hips. If your feet are not already flat on the bed, go ahead and move them. Feet flat on the bed, knees pointing toward the sky. We're going to take that right knee and we're going to lift it up toward the chest, holding underneath the knee, pulling to the point that feels comfortable for today. And exhaling into the pose. We're going to gently pull up on the knee, pulling it toward the face. Then we're going to flex and point the foot. Remembering to use the props if needed, the accommodations, modifications. Active arms if possible. I'm going to turn that foot to the right. If we can, pull that knee up just a little bit higher. And to the left. So grateful for our feet, grateful for our bodies. They can move and flex and heal. It's kind of awesome. And then straighten that leg, gently waking up those hamstrings. Remembering to hold it with a strap if you need to, holding it the point that feels comfortable for today. Gentle, gentle. Now what we're going to do is a series, move at your own pace. We're just going to pull that knee down and up. And then stretch and straighten. Moving with the breath. if you can, trying to pull it just a teeny bit more each time. And last one. And placing that foot gently back on the bed. We're going to lift that left leg on the inhale. Remember, they may not feel the same, and that's okay. Just gently pulling up. And start pointing and flexing that foot. If you need it to be a little bit wider, that's okay. Find a place that feels comfortable for you. My arms are super active right now, using the muscles. And twisting to the left. And to the right. One more gentle pull up, and then we're going to straighten that leg again. Nice, easy, easy. Remembering that for some, that may be what we can do today, or just a tiny, tiny bit off the bed. It's okay, because if you keep doing it, it'll get easier and easier. Now we're going to do the same sequence, pulling in on the inhale and releasing straight on the exhale. Doing as many as feels right for you today. I am not counting. If you want to count, do the same on each side. That's great. Trying to pull just a little bit more each time. And then we're going to stop this one, release back on the bed. I'm going to gently pull those knees toward us on the inhale. And then hugging the knees, gently rocking back and forth. I apologize for the long space in between these videos. I was doing some self-care. While I was doing yoga, I wasn't up for sharing it. So I hope you guys kept using the ones you like. And stopping in the center when we're ready, placing our hands on our knees. We're going to gently push away. Small circles first. And now making the circles toward us. Now, if that's where you want to stay, we're going to change to bigger movements. So if you want to try the bigger movements, you can. If you don't, just stay with the small ones. Remember, just do what your body can do today. We're going to change direction and do bigger circles. I found this one is a little bit of a challenge to try to do with the breath. So I just kind of keep breathing in. Keep it opening those hips and knees. Gently, gently waking up those hips, waking up the lower back. So I'm going to really focus on the lower back and the hips today. So I found that that's where a lot of people get pretty tense. Muscles get tense and they need to be loosened up. Okay, now we're going to change direction. Big circles if we can. Try to really open up in the groin area. That area also gets kind of tense. It's interesting, our muscles are made to be used. If we don't use them, they get kind of tight. I don't like it. Or atrophied. Okay, and now we're going to change direction again. One more time. Just a couple of, really try to open. Okay, and pausing here. We're going to place our hands, interlace our hands behind our head, and we're going to do some elbow to knee. Working on the core is really helpful to strengthen the back. Now, if you can, try to go to the outside of the knee. So you're making a little bit bigger crunch. Don't forget to breathe. And releasing our head back down. Taking a moment here. Allowing the whole body to relax. Gonna straighten those legs again. Pulling toward us. Trying to touch our nose to our knees. Some of us may be very able to do that. Put our arms out in a T. And before we drop the legs, we want to just hold. Flex the feet. We're holding. And drop just a few inches more. And we're holding and flexing and breathing. Just do the best you can. And dropping a little more. This is becoming increasingly difficult. If you need to drop the legs, or if you want to raise them up, raise them up. And dropping all the way down. Taking a moment here. Gently rock the head from left to right. And then we're going to raise those legs again, tightening the core, raising them up toward us, letting those hamstrings stretch, pulling up if we can, and flexing the feet. We're going to do one more of those. If you don't want to do it, just do something that feels comfortable. Arms in a T. I'm going to pause, flexing and pointing. And down a little bit more. And one more. And bringing our feet back to be flat on the bed. I'm going to move into active bridge. And we're going to do our hips first, actually. To really open up the hips. So when we're breathing, we want to breathe out. Just gently push our bellies and push our hips toward our knees, and then breathe in and really pull the belly button up, moving to your own breath. Gentle, gentle. one more and meet us back in neutral spine. And release. Good. We're going to do something a little bit different with bridge today. So we will continue to raise up with our hips, up with our arms, and then come back down on the exhale, then inhaling the knees up. Remember, try to pull them up if you can, and then exhaling down, but we're going to add some sort of hip lifts when we're done with that. So moving to your own breath. Last set. So we'll meet here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, pushing up as high as we can on our shoulders, and then we're going to let the butt drop just so it touches, and then push up again. So moving with your own breath. Just try it. If this is not good for you, you may go back to bridge. Last one. And stopping. Let's just stop and bridge here for a moment. Allow the body to stay in this pose to the point that it feels comfortable, where you're not actually working anything. Some muscles, of course, will be activated. See if you can get the 3-part breath with our hips up like this. And release. Gentle, gentle. Now, remembering to pull those hips, those knees to the chest. Let's just hold this. Nice deep breathing. Pulling up gently on the knees, actually pulling up. What we're doing when we're moving our spine is allowing for the blood to flow freely, and we're keeping our spine nice and flexible. Same with our hips, our pelvic area. Okay, we're going to sit up and do a couple more poses seated. Oh, baby. Okay, so nice and seated, what we're going to do is we're going to roll those shoulders up and back. One more. Now we're going to go up and forward. One more. Shake it off. You got something to shake, shake it. Okay. We are going to do some lateral stretches, remembering to start on the inhale and end in the pose on the exhale. So inhaling up, Changing sides. Really stretching those arms. Remember that the spine is straight. Well, pretty straight. We're not leaning forward or backwards. We're just going straight along the line of the hips. Trying to figure out what my hand is doing. Thank you, Pipe. And last set. And back to center. Gonna roll the shoulders again. And forward. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to place our hands, this fist for wrist, really straight. We're going to pull those shoulders together and letting the head drop back. See if we can find a comfortable spot here. Opening the chest. Okay, gently leaning forward. Head comes last. Be careful, that might make you dizzy. And now we're going to let our head fall to the side. Again, trying to keep it straight, just stretching these muscles in the neck. Nice deep breathing. And changing sides. Gentle, gentle. If we have balance issues, this can be really kind of challenge those, so be gentle. Remembering our sides may not feel the same, and that's okay. Just go to the point of a gentle stretch. And one more breath. Which is a shame because I could feel it releasing. And back. Of course, if you want to do any of these longer, you can do that and just pause the video. And chin to chest. And up. And what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce you to some neck exercises that I saw a different yoga teacher do on YouTube. So we're going to do 10 of each. Okay, so the first one, head back, and then you touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth for 10. And release. And the next one, I'm licking my lips because it makes a sound. We're going to go with our head back, we're going to go to 10. And release. And this next one, what we're going to do is we're going to jut our bottom teeth out front. Like a minion, like the purple minions. Okay, so gently, gently letting the head fall back and then jutting that jaw out. And that is our yoga in bed for today. I hope you're enjoying and liking the videos. Hope you'll pass them on to someone you think might benefit from them. And namaste.